In this video, I would like to show you how you can create some finger knitting with your t-shirt yarn, your plarn, or your regular yarn. And finger knitting or finger weaving creates a long chain-like strong strap. You can do it with yarn. And this is finger weaving with plarn. This is a slightly thicker one that I did the finger knitting with 3 pieces of plastic at once. And I'm going to now demonstrate how you can do it using the t-shirt yarn. So to start my t-shirt yarn finger knitting, I'm going to take the yarn in my non-dominant hand. I'm right-handed, so I'm going to be doing the knitting with my right hand, and my left hand is going to be holding the yarn. I'm going to hold that with my thumb so it can't come out, and then I'm going to go under my pointer finger, over the middle, under the ring, over the pinky, and I'm going to weave my way back over the ring, over the pointer. I'm going to do that twice, and then all the way back so that I have 2 strings on each finger. Now, you want to be careful not to pull this too tightly or you won't be able to do the next step. So I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. Then I'm going to take the bottom piece of yarn on my finger and I'm going to pull it over the top of the top piece of yarn and over the finger. So you take the one on the bottom, and this is where you have to hold the string down. So otherwise you'll pull it through. Over the finger, over the top piece of yarn, and over the fingertip. And now you're left with 1 string across each finger. Still holding this for now. You're going to take the long end and you're going to go in between the pointer and middle finger. So you're going to go over the middle finger, under the ring finger, around the pinky, over the ring, under the middle, and over the pointer. Now once again, you have 2 strings on each finger. So you'll take the bottom string and pull it over the top of your finger. If it gets too tight, you can always pull on these to loosen them. And at this point, you can let go of that end. The one under, and pinky is very tricky. It likes to fall off the top of the pinky. All right. Now at this point, doesn't look like much, but we're going to keep going. I'm going to stretch my fingers out to make it a little looser. And then I'm going to go again over the middle, under the ring, around the pinky, over the ring, under the middle, over the pointer. Take the bottom string and pull it over. Bottom one over. Now as I go, I'm going to pull on the end I started with a little bit, and that's going to start to form the chains you can see here. And you just keep going over, under, over, and back, making sure I keep my fingers apart a little bit, because if it gets too tight, you're really going to struggle to get the bottom loop over the top of your finger. And you keep going as long as you want. If you decide that you want to switch colors, you can. With this still on my fingers, I'm not going to take that off. I'm going to cut this yarn here, and I can tie on my next color. I have some blue here, and I will make a knot here, and I keep going. Doesn't really matter where the knot ends up. You'll end up with 2 on each finger. And you keep going over the top. It's a little tricky with the knot. Give that a tug. All right. And you keep going for as long as you want your finger knitting to be. And you can see it's starting to really form those nice chains now. So, I prefer to do this in one sitting. It's pretty hard to take this off and then put it back on again. You can do it, but you'd have to put some kind of tool or implement through these hoops, like a pencil or markers that will hold them. But if you decide that you're done, all you need to do is cut the yarn, and then you're going to actually just sort of weave it through the holes on the fingers as you take them off. You're going to put it through here and pull, and put it through here and pull, and there, all right, you have your tree. Now, if you want to redo it, it's very easy to pull out and undo. If you make a mistake, you can rework it many times. If this is the way you want it to keep it, right now it's not knotted, so I'm going to take the end, I'm going to go back through the first loop I put it through and just tie that off. So now it's secure. Happy finger knitting!